Hello everyone and welcome back. In the previous videos of this Redis server implementation, we created so many things. We had a setup for TCP and IP connection so we can connect with client. We had a command handler, a command parser, our command processor had parsing the Redis responses in the as it is in this protocol. We had some use cases, the commands we wanted to implement. We had some common commands like pin, echo, flush roll. We had some key value operations, commands for key value. We had commands for lists. In the last video's testing, we found some errors. We will fix them later. We also implemented list operations, I guess all of them. And yeah, we did a lot. Just go and check the other videos because I cannot even explain everything we did in the previous videos. In this video, I will be doing hash operations in the process command C++ file. We were checking for the commands. Here are the common ones. We have the key value operations here. We have the list operations we implemented on the last videos. And I guess for this one, we can continue with hash operations, like I said. First, we will be implementing them in RedisCommandHandler CPP folder, just like others. Like we will have handle and whatever the command we will have, like HSET, HGET, HEXISTS, HDELETE, HGETALL, HKEYS, HVALS, HLEN, HMSET. And yeah, we will be implementing this basically. I guess we can start by telling how we will doing it. Like just like the others, we will have a else if statement and we will check the command if the command we want is this one. For example, this is HSET. If that's the case, we will be returning something like handle HSET, and we will give it tokens and our database, tokens will be for getting the tokens from the server, and database will be for calling the functions. For example, we will call HSET function. And yeah, let's start calling handler functions. Okay, VS Code is upset because we don't have a function called handle HSET. So let's define a couple functions for our hash operations. After the lists, I will just say hash operations, and we can start calling them. As the others, they will be all static strings because we are returning these as our response from the server. So they all will be static. std string, and for example, the first one will be, of course, handle HSET, and which will have a constant vector of string as tokens, and We'll also have the database, so we can call our database function from here. And it will be checking for token size, just like the other ones. So I will just copy and paste this one. Actually, I'm feeling tired. And if that, then we will returning saying like HSET requires key and not key index. It will be asking for field, and then it will be also asking for the value. And if you don't know what HSET is supposed to mean, you can check the use case here, but also you can always check the Redis website. It is a very good way to learn what it is doing. HSET, you can see what it is supposed to do and what it is supposed to return. For example, when I say my hash field 1 hello, it will returning the number of fields that we added. And yeah, you can always check the documentation for clear understanding. I already did that, so I am just going to implement and just make it work quickly, I hope. And yeah, first we are checking for error because H is supposed to have store multiple fields for an object and supposed to have like 4 tokens. And yeah, we need to do some fixing about these later because also we had a problem in the last video, but that's for latest problem. And in this case, we will call in the database, let's say it will be called HSET, and it will have like arguments. In this case, it will have the tokens. We will give it manually for now, but in the future, I'm planning to implement this as a automatically, so it will get all the tokens and decide what to do with them inside the database, maybe. But for now, yeah, I'm just putting it by hand. And in the database class, we will be also adding the functions here. And for example, HSET will be like a Boolean function that's checking for the key, field, and value. You can also implement it while we are here. So I will say string address key. We will give it a key. Like I said, we will have a field, constant string, and it will be addressed to the field. And we will have the value, of course, constant string. I'm making so many typos. Why? Constant string address of the value. Now it should not be upset. And yeah, that's basically what we will be doing for next 20 minutes, I hope. No longer than 20. I really hope. And yeah, so to be able to call them here first, actually, you know what? Never mind. Let's just call the function names, then call them in the processor, then we can add the names in the database. So that's the way I decided to go now. Actually, we can even just copy the first part because they are almost always the same. And I can just delete this, like just handle space and something. And again, in every case, we are checking for the size, sometimes 4, 3, 2, whatever. Requires key, and others are optional. So I will just copy this. How many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will just multiply this 6 times. I think that should be enough. And yeah, let's just give them names quickly. So second one will be HSET, HGET, which will be looking for 3 tokens. And we will be saying HSET requires a key and field. No need for the value. The next one will be the handle HEXISTS, which will be checking for size of 3. HEXISTS will be asking for a key and field, just like HSET. So HGET. Exists will be also checking for a key and field. And next one is HDelete, which will be looking for 3 again, which is a key and field. Yeah, forgot the name. HDEL requires key and field. What's next? Handle. Oops. Handle HGETALL, which is looking for 2. It wants a key, requires key. We can just copy the name here. And what is next? Get all and HKEYS, A values. First, let's make the H key. I will have different functions for them. H keys, which is looking for a key. So H keys requires key. And what is the next? H values, which is again needs a key. H values requires key. And HLEN, it's one more. HLEN, which is again looking for a key. Key, and lastly we have HMSET. Set, which will be looking for key and field and value. Yeah, it's what we will have for. This is kind of optional, I guess, but I will be doing it. Why did I put if implemented there? I was not supposed to implement. I'm supposed to implement this. I don't know why I said if implemented. Of course it is. So yeah. And yeah, HMSET is the final one, which is looking for this is a little bit tricky because it can have like 4 or it can even have more. So I will be saying, and that's why I put a braces next to it, as so it will also have multiplies of to that size. So yeah, we are also checking if its modulus 2 is equals to 1, which means like if you have 3 or 5. So in that case, HMSET requires key followed by field value pairs. That's why we are looking for modulus 2, because they will have field and value as a pair. And if you are not sure, you can always go and say, okay, what does HMSET does? And it, what does it say? It says it specified fields to their respective values in the hash stored at key. It shows what you're supposed to give in the client. And it says what is the reply, which is okay. And now let's call them in the processor. Again, I can just multiply this like a couple times. I didn't count. And so let's go back to the list. HSET, HGET, HEXISTS, HDelete, HGETALL, HKEYS, HVALS, and HLEN, HMSET. I guess that's all. I hope I didn't miss anything. So let's pick a couple of them to move the beginning. And this will be HGET. This will be HEXISTS. This will be HDelete. This will be HGETALL. Right, that's supposed to be GETALL. Yeah. This will be HKEYS. This will be HVALS, HLEN, and HMSET. And wow, we finished our command processor, process command function. I will just check it quickly again if I'm missing something. HSET, HGET, HEXISTS, HTEL, HGETALL, HKEYS, HVALUS, HLEN, HMSET. Okay, so completing the process command class, I would say that's a success. And we don't even need the debug statements, but I will remove them at the end. They can stay for now. And yeah, I was planning to continue, but it took longer than I expected. So this is the stop point for this video. We made a lot of changes. We now have a process command function, which is fully done. In the next video, we will declaring the functions, the command, the hash operations in the database, and then we will be calling them in handlers for each case in the RedisCommandHandler class, and that will be all. So thank you for watching and see you next time.